So if I could think back, 3 years, I'm sitting in Texas and I'm getting this like call to go, like what
Yeah.
prepared me and what played itself in. First of all, if they're a college student, I'd say, man, find a church that loves sending. They don't have to
Yeah.
have a college ministry per se. Obviously, we value the next generation, but man, find a church that values sending. Like you can see that they've sent people overseas or they're church planting and get around those types of people. And then, express to your leaders like, hey, this is something that God might be calling me to do. And dude, I think another thing is just listen to stories of people who've gone or read biographies of people who've gone overseas. That's one thing to encourage your faith, man. Hear stories of the way that some of these salt guys are getting sent out, or some of these missionaries that go overseas. Find some
Mhm.
old Christian biographies, start reading them, man. Read some really good books. That's one thing God used in my life. I read Don't Waste Your Life by John Piper. I read Radical. I read Master Plan of Evangelism, and I was getting in my heart a burden for the lost. And then just realize that God has called you to be a disciple maker somewhere. Now, it may be back at home, wherever you're at, but I have seen that God has used sending and leaving kind of home as a way to stretch my faith. Like it's a blessing to go somewhere else and depend on the Lord to do those things. Everyone's called to go. There's this quote from Hudson Taylor, and this is more of a missionary quote, but God used it to wreck my life. He said, so many people are wondering, man, do I have a special call to go, like to leave where I'm at and go? And he said this, he said, dude, with the facts laid before you and the call from Jesus to go and make disciples of all nations, you better find out if you've got a special call to stay. And dude, that idea, which I think is so biblical, oh dude, if that can get your heart, yeah, your feet will move as well. And so, and those are some of the things that I would say pushed me to go and to do this.